called this a farewell meal, but we could also treat it like a victory feast, right? We did just win that case after all.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's certainly worth celebrating.
Oh, true. Very
I feel
true.
like there's hair on
In that
my-
case, boss,
my
we'll
mouth.
have another 2 dishes.
Speaking of cases, do you think that the mastermind behind the serial disappearances will get caught soon now that this has all happened?
Well,
it
we've certainly taken a big step forward, but I feel that's about it. We know that there's an organization that means to dissolve these young women, but we still don't know what they are really after.
Oh yeah, the witness died
If it
or
hadn't
dissolved
happened
in
right in front of
water.
us,
Water.
Paimon wouldn't have
Water
ever believed
rather.
that a person could be dissolved like that.
Right? Yet it was because this was such a preposterous notion that the investigation could never really move forward before.
Yeah, that's
If only
probably
that guy
why
could have finished
the people
speaking.
involved then
We were so close to hearing who
were
was
probably
behind it.
gone because they've been dissolved into water.
In such investigations, even the smallest step can seem like a yawning chasm if the trail of clues is cut off. To be honest, I don't have high hopes for any follow-up that the authorities might conduct.
Well, they have Cowell's stuff. They could look
It's
into
not that
it
I
more.
don't have faith in their ability. It's just that a different perspective is required in some matters.
They could look
It's
into
easy
that.
to guard against and
what's
deceive
the-
a single
the-
narrow
The
perspective.
guard's name?
A shift
that
in
dissolved?
thinking is required at such times
They could look
in
into
order to
that
produce a
guy's
breakthrough,
stuff as well.
which is exactly why the Spina di Rosula exist.
Seems Paimon thought things were simpler than they actually are.
It's all right. Well, this was supposed to be a farewell meal, so I doubt you have further interest in this business, right?
Well, we don't have anything else to talk about because we
Let's
don't
talk
really
about
know each
something
other
else.
like that.
Like, what are your future plans?
Is this one sentence or one thing that she says? We wanted to ask the Hydra Archon for some information, but we haven't had much opportunity to do so.
That's true. We didn't have a chance to speak to her after the trial ended.
Yeah, she just left.
Didn't really seem like the right time or place to do it anyway.
Yeah, she's mad
I see.
at us because she
So,
lost.
your primary objective, which has been foiled so far, was to have a chat with the Hydro Archon. I've heard that there's a long line of people waiting to meet Lady Farina. I suspect you'll be waiting for quite a while, considering that you missed your chance today.
Yeah. We've heard that she's super popular here in Fontaine, and that it'll be tough getting any of her time.
Well, would you consider some more, unique ways? Perhaps
Oh,
even
do
methods
you-
of,
do you know
let's
how?
say, questionable legality?
Do
That might
Archons
work,
sleep?
but
I
that's
mean,
not
aside
really the
from Venti,
problem. The problem is
I don't
we
think
don't want to get
Venti
ourselves
sleeps.
arrested.
Unless he's super drunk.
Valid point.
Right. How can you overlook something like that? Getting arrested?
All right, no more joking around.
Oh, she was just joking.
Perhaps you could, oh, I don't know, cut the line when she's on a break. You did defeat her in court, clearing citizens of hers from false accusations. False accusations she had nearly upheld personally. I imagine that she feels quite ashamed about the whole thing.
You mean that if we catch her while she's on a break, she might be too embarrassed to refuse? Oh, that does make some sense.
Would someone with her personality really feel shame? Yeah, because she has
Why don't we
like
give
a
it a try
huge
after this
ego.
meal? You know, strike while the iron is hot and all.
Huh? Paimon, did you drink my Fanta?
Huh?
Was this your drink? Sorry about
Oh.
that. Paimon
I
wasn't
thought
really paying
someone
attention and
stole
the cup was right
some
next to
food of
Paimon.
theirs again.
Would you like to order another?
No, it's fine. We're just about done here.
All right. Honestly, Paimon wouldn't recommend Fanta anyway. It tastes kind of salty and icky.
Oh. Why do I feel like their drinks have been, what's it called? Like, sabotaged?
Is that so? Huh. Well, in that case, we'll have to blacklist the Fanta here then. If we're all finished eating, then I'll go pay.
Yeah, we're stuffed. Thanks for the treat, Navia.
Is there a cutscene?
Oh, so
there is.
full. Paimon can barely float anymore.
Well, you could try walking.
That would be so normal. You know, like you.
Or are you afraid you'd get stomped because you're so tiny?
Okay. As for expenses this month, we're left with...
Okay, if you have financial problems, why did you do this?
Hey, Navia, what are you doing over there?
Oh, nothing. It was just a meal, you know? Nothing the Spina di Rosula
Are
can't
you
cover.
sure? Yeah, I bet that was a pretty pricey meal, all thanks to Paimon.
Let's get ready to try to meet the Hydro Archon again. Bye, Navia!
We're rich, you know. You should
So
have
this is goodbye, huh?
paid for.
Well,
Oh,
if you do encounter any other trouble in Fontaine,
was too
you're always
expensive,
welcome
we
to
should have
contact
paid
the
for
Spina
it.
di Rosula. I'll give your request the highest priority. In any case, I wish you smooth sailing. I'll see you again, partner.
okay. See ya.
There aren't many people around
Oh.
anymore. Looks like that boat we took to Araneas might have been the last one.
Vacher.
Again?
Looks like we're back here again.
Did you hear that this time?
Huh? Traveler?
Oh,
Are you
You
hearing
didn't.
voices again?
yes, and it's clearer than it was during the day.
Ugh, that's kind of spooky. Are you sure we don't want to come back in the morning?
Why? We don't
Vacher?
have to.
Vacher.
Who the hell is Vacher?
Hey, why are you still walking towards it? There might be something nasty in the water.
Well, judging from how she calls his name or her name, I can feel strong emotions.
Huh? Hang on. Paimon can kind of
Finally, you hear it.
It's calling for Vacher, right?
Yeah.
Hey, traveler, stop walking. Come on, wake
Oh,
up.
did she go into a daze? What happened? Oh, an oceanid. Where's this?
Vacher. Are you...
No,
My dear
I'm
Vacher.
sorry.
No, wait. You seem to be someone else. Do you know Vacher? Do you know where my love is?
I'm afraid not.
Wait. Who am I?
Oh,
I'm very sorry. I fear I do not know. My memories feel like they have been washed away like a flood. So many fragments dissolved amidst the tide, never to be recovered. How much have I lost? How many things that I once held dear while on land have I since forgotten?
no way. Oh, you were once human?
Yes, that is what I was once. But now, I am but the consciousness of one who is lost, therefore.
Oh, is that how people, you know how there's a saying in Fontaine that they return into water or something like that? So you lost your form.
I do not know how I came to be
Do
like
they
this
do
either.
they become an
I
oceanid
only vaguely
once they
remember being
return to
covered
the
in
water?
light blue water, and then all grew dim.
Light blue water. Could that have been? Oh, so that was what happens to them? To them when they get poured on? Or they touch the water from Primordial Sea? Could she be one of the girls who were dissolved?
I also remember going to many places. I loved adventure.
So you were
loved
once an
exploring
adventurer.
places of peril.
Took an arrow in the knee.
No matter where I went, Vacher would go with me. I knew how dearly he loved me. And I also loved him equally as much.
Aw.
But now, we can no longer go back. The pain of such parting. I never knew
The
how
thing is-
heavy it could be.
The thing is he still alive? How long has this oceanid have become an oceanid? So you need me to find him.
No, our reunion no longer has any meaning. There is no way for us to create any new
So
memories.
you're aware?
The thought of me gives him no succor. So let it lie forgotten beneath the waters.
Then why are you looking for him?
If you meet Vacher, tell him not to look for me. Tell him to move on. That is the only thing I still remember.
I believe it will be hard for him to forget you.
Perhaps that is so. As I was submerged in the waters, losing consciousness, I saw Vacher above the surface.
So you don't remember who you are,
His
but
eyes
you
were filled
remember
with such
what
sorrow,
happened before you became
longing.
an Oceanid?
If only I could have comforted him. Told him that I did not suffer. Indeed, I had felt a great warmth.
Yeah, that means Vacher has a witness, or was a witness, to the fact that you dissolved?
Is that what you call it? Dissolving? If anything,
Release.
I consider it a form of release. It was a
How?
state of neither fear nor frenzy, with only an endless peace, like the water's still surface.
Peace? You've been longing for Vacher with strong emotions, like Traveler said earlier.
I could also liken it to being a thirsty person who drinks water for the first time, and only then sees how they have lived for so long in a world of endless want and anxiety.
It seems that after the body is dissolved, some measure of the consciousness still remains.
I think I hear your companion. It's
Right,
time for you to
paimon.
go, I think.
Alright, I wonder how much time has passed in reality.
Farewell, then. I am glad that you were able to sense my presence. Remember, if you see Vacher, tell him not to seek me out any longer.
Did things not end well? Did she explain it earlier? I forgot. Oh, what's happening? Oh, why? Why are we under attack? Huh? Why? What's happening? And why is Navia here? Or rather, Despina de Rosula. What's happening? Why?
Dear God, it's a
Someone
whole army of
explain!
Cardinals.
Did Farina... Oh, Farina?
Clorinde?
Farina did this? Oh, no, she didn't. She's on our side, apparently. Yes. That's cool, though. Does that mean her kit would, like, infuse her
Quick,
sword
now's our chance!
with Electro? Oh my gosh. I want it. So bad. Whoa. Whoa. Will she have a gun? This is making me excited for her, honestly. You okay? Are you two enemies? There's so many questions.
I should thank
What's
you for lending
happening?
us your sword there, Clorinde. But before I do so, could you explain how you managed to show up here?
What do you mean? Is she locked up?
I followed you. It seemed to me that danger has followed you more closely as of late.
I believe that following someone without their knowledge is actually called stalking, is it not?
Yeah.
Mr. Callus's
You're
last
right.
wish was for me to ensure your safety, and I will not betray his trust. He would do the same, were he alive today.
So, Mr. Callus is
Do
her
not
dad.
speak of my father.
Sorry, demoiselle. I was not strong enough.
Thank you for your aid, Miss Clorinde, but do keep
But
an
what's
eye
their
out for your
relationship?
manner of speech. I believe we all wish to avoid unnecessary emotional harm.
Sorry, I did not consider your feelings.
Oh, she meant well. Come on.
Whatever. What else do you know? How did you come to the conclusion that I'd be in grave danger?
Also, they were after you.
I doubt I know much more than you, but I
But
believe
why?
that the mastermind behind the serial disappearances is very powerful. Your performance tonight will almost certainly attract their attention.
Oh, so it's the organization that sent those.
And what about these Gardamex? I thought only those associated with the Maison Gardiennage could control them.
None of these mecha have serial numbers. I was sure to check a moment ago. They are not the ones used by the authorities to enforce the law.
So they were
I can only conclude that some
hijacked?
powerful or wealthy party must have obtained them via illegal means, deploying them as a private force of sorts.
What? Your point being that they're out of Spina di Rosula's league, then?
Yes, be careful, and do not act rashly.
Okay, take those words into heart. I know you don't like her, but she's right.
I will continue investigating no matter what.
Yeah,
We will bring the
just
truth
be
to light.
cautious is the thing
That's
that she's
my
saying.
father's true last wish.
She's not stopping you.
Regardless, thank you for your help today, Clorinde. But if you get any ideas, tell me first. I don't much appreciate being followed.
I do not think that they'll strike again anytime soon. So I shall stop following you. Good day, all.
I thought she's like
Right.
the
I
bodyguard
suppose that's
of
the best news we've
the
gotten today.
archon.
Demoiselle, I believe that Miss Clorinde was being sincere with you.
I agree.
If we tried, we could attempt to thaw relations a little.
Malice is right.
I know, she's...
She's what? What just happened?
Oh, thank goodness! Paimon thought we were done for!
Traveler wasn't even able to do anything.
Those garments came out of nowhere while you were unconscious, and Nadia and her gang saved us!
Wait, so who are they after? Navia or us?
Oh,
I
and
don't
there
get
was that champion duelist named Clorinde who came out to save us too! We got lucky there. Paimon probably couldn't have fought them off otherwise.
Yes. So you're a fighter now, Paimon?
Oh, come now. Forget all that polite talk. That wasn't really a farewell meal we had back there. Not for me, anyway. In truth, I hope that every meal we have together shall be a victory feast. As such, we're still partners. There's no need to thank me.
Okay.
It will
then I
take
won't.
50 years for me to match Demoiselle's magnanimity.
If it were me, I would have joined the Spina di Rosula on account of
Alright,
her
you
goodwill
guys-
long ago.
I don't want to be part of any organizations anymore. I have so many
All right,
already.
you two. That's enough.
Actually, Navia, how did you know that we were in danger? You sure
At
did
this
show up
point,
in the
I'll
nick
have
of
more
time.
names than Daenerys.
Well, to be honest, you're the one who tipped us off, Paimon. All thanks to you grabbing my drink by mistake.
Oh, what?
How did that help?
After we parted ways, I was on the way back to one of our bases when I suddenly thought of what you said.
That the Fanta was icky?
That the Fanta tasted kind of salty and icky?
So it was like sabotage. Wait, do you mean that I thought it tasted strange as well, but I couldn't be sure. Oh, these two are separate. Okay. Have patience. Have patience. Yeah, I thought it would taste strange as well, but I couldn't be sure because
Fanta
it was the
only
first
comes
time
in
that
sweet
we
flavors.
tasted it.
So how could it have tasted salty? The color of the drink, if I recall, had also been a bit off.
So the
Huh.
Fanta had been spiked with water from the primordial sea?
Oh,
Yes. So if you hadn't drunk that cup for
she
me...
would have dissolved.
Spina di Rosula is preparing the grandest of awards for you as we speak for saving the boss.
Really?
Huh. Well, good thing Paimon has an abyss of a stomach. Fortunately, Paimon, neither of us are from Fontaine.
I
Yeah.
sent people to Hotel de Boer to investigate. But whoever did this left no trace at all. That's when I figured out that you might be in danger and hurried here as quickly as I could.
Mm.
But why would they go after us too? All we did was defend Linny in court and help clear his name.
Probably
Ugh,
because we
now
got
we're caught up
involved
in this mess too,
when we
aren't
shouldn't
we?
have been.
Speaking of which, did anything strange happen when you drank the primordial seawater?
I got loopy.
Well, it can't be coincidence that the traveler fainted just now. She said that she heard that voice calling for vacher
But
again.
we've been hearing that even before we drank the water from Primordial Sea.
Oh, and this time Paimon heard it too. But it was real faint.
Ah, yeah, that's true.
Does this situation have to do with the primordial seawater then?
According to Lynette, the ability to hear voices like that has to do with one's sensitivity to the hydro element. I also gained some new intel.
New intel? While you were out cold?
Oh, maybe is it Vacher that's heading this organization?
Well, let's hear it, shall we?
The voice in the Fontaine belonged to the one of the missing women. Or a person named Vacher was a witness when she... Oh, that's one thing. Okay,
Oh.
just say it.
That is important.
But all we have is a name.
Vacher.
We don't
That
have any
name
location.
doesn't ring a bell. I suppose he hasn't stepped forward as a witness in court lately. Since he saw that young woman dissolve, he was at least at the crime scene. But he never gave testimony or any information regarding people dissolving in the primordial seawater. Could he have been threatened?
I mean, we should try searching for him.
Yes,
Still.
Thank you. This is very important information indeed. We will continue to
It's
investigate.
the only lead we have next to the nothing, actually. By we, you mean us two, right?
Oh, you mean you'll help us investigate?
Yeah.
Well, you did say that our farewell meal didn't really count.
Also,
that means we're
our
still
life
partners,
is
right?
getting threatened now
And besides,
because we
we're
got
in this now
involved.
whether we like it or not.
Mm-hmm.
You're not gonna let those people who targeted us get off the hook so easily, are
Uh-huh.
you, Traveler?
Yup. Messing with us will cost them.
Demoiselle, do try not to look quite so pleased. You are the face of Spina di Rosula, after all.
Why not? She's
You
happy.
talk too much. Well, in that case, let's head back to one of our bases, shall we? I'll arrange accommodations for you. It's right up ahead, but let's make sure we weren't followed first.
I've been keeping watch, Demoiselle. I haven't spotted anyone suspicious thus far.
Very good. But let's not let our guard down for now.
I shall find rooms for our respected guests.
Thank you, Malus.
Thanks.
Now, let's continue, Traveler.
What up, yo?
So, this is your base? It's not quite what Paimon imagined.
What
Your
did you imagine?
accommodations have been arranged. Under the present circumstances, I can confidently say it's the best
Why
we
did
have.
you guys have these expectations? Like they're working like vigilantes. You know, did you think they're like Bruce Wayne, who's like super rich? What the heck? Thanks.
Well, our funds have been a little tight lately.
Don't be.
After all, we don't allow illegal or unethical profiteering. In fact, our funds often come from citizenry who support us.
Seems
That's
like it's tough
good.
times for everyone. But if you have the support of the people, that does sound like it's worth it.
They're the problem, not you. Okay, just don't mind them, Navia.
To be honest, our financial situation was a lot better back when my father was in charge a few years ago. I'm afraid I'm not quite his equal.
Did
Your
she just
father,
recently
He was the
took over
previous
Spina
boss
di
of Spina
Rosula?
di Rosula, right? How did he...
Demoiselle, if you'll allow me to explain.
Okay.
No, I'll explain it myself. I suppose I couldn't run from this topic forever. And as partners, this is something I hope they can understand. My father's name is Callus. Yes, the same one they call Callus the Unfaithful in the streets.
Why is she
3 years ago,
unfaithful?
he was accused of murdering his own friend. But he chose a duel to defend his honor instead of standing trial.
Why?
He died in the duelist's ring.
Of course. I don't think anyone ends up alive in that.
But I do not
Duel
believe my
thing.
father was a murderer. I'm sure he was set up. At the time, I believed that if he only stood trial and was duly investigated, something amiss would crop up and prove his innocence.
Really? So why did he
But
choose
strangely,
to...
he not only requested the duel himself, but rumor has it that even after being seriously injured, to the point where he could be deemed as having lost the duel, he refused to surrender, determined to die in the arena.
Why would he do that if he could prove his innocence in the court?
3 years later, I still don't understand why he did that. How could he protect his honor if he's dead? If anything, he gave up his chance to defend himself.
Well, if she had any, she would have known by now, right? But let's ask anyway. Do you have any clues as to why?
The closest piece of info I have is that my father had been investigating the serial disappearances case at the time
so
of his
that's
death.
why you're after that too.
Ah, so that's why you're so determined to get to the bottom of that case.
That's right. I've also tried to investigate the murder my father was implicated in, but I haven't found a single new clue in my countless reviews of the investigation records. However, I believe that if the murder case is related to those behind the disappearances, they must know something. I must know what really happened. Was my father coerced? Framed? Even if he really did kill his friend, I must get to the truth.
For closure. I get you.
If only he'd been more open with me when he was still alive. He even hid the fact that my mother died due to complications when giving birth to me. And now, here I am investigating his death. You really are a handful, aren't you, Papa?
Seeking the truth for the sake of your family. We're in the same spot, aren't we? You know, we're quite alike in this regard.
Demoiselle, please. If there is anything
What I
I can
said,
do,
yeah.
anything at all.
I also will never believe that Master Callus murdered anyone. There are none whom I respect more than the two of you, Demoiselle. Master Callus did so much good in life, yet all it took was one murder case for him to be dubbed Callus the Unfaithful. Even our supporters decreased greatly due to that incident, hence our strained finances at present.
Wait, if Callus was such a good man, wouldn't people at least be a little suspicious when he was
I mean,
accused?
did you see the people in the trial? Like, you just give a simple explanation, even if it's a lie. If it makes sense, they would follow it.
No. Perhaps people just revel in that kind of drama. It's not something exclusive to people from Fontaine, really. Everyone's like that. People love watching the evil turn over a new leaf, but they also enjoy watching good people fall into an
Yeah.
abyss from one slip-up just as much.
Kind of like the entertainment industry.
But how could... Never mind. If Callus was really falsely accused, we have to find the truth. He didn't deserve to have that happen to him.
And there is one other thing. Master Callus's opponent in the duel was Ms.
Is
Clorinde.
that why she's so nice to her?
Well, then, isn't that as good as saying that she was the one who killed him?
No wonder the mood was a little strange between the two of you.
Yeah, that's not the sort of thing that you can just let go and move on from.
Miss Clorinde has always placed great emphasis on the honorable nature of the duel. If her opponent doesn't yield, she will not stop either. She knew Master Callus beforehand and greatly respected him, but seeing how he was resolute in the arena, there was only ever one choice she could have made.
It's not that I don't understand her at all, but I just can't deal with this yet.
Don't worry, Navia. Paimon knows how you feel. You don't have to force yourself to do
It's
that.
complicated.
Afterward, Miss
His-
Clorinde told us that at the start of the duel,
Yeah.
Master Callus requested that she ensure Demoiselle Navia's safety.
She didn't want to kill him. It's just she was kind of forced to, I guess. Then that indicates that he intended to die in that duel.
Yes, that is our understanding as well.
Oh, Papa. What madness drove you to ask the person who killed you to take care of me? All right. Anyway, that's the information I wanted to share with you. Even if it did sound like I was just complaining towards the end.
No, it's okay. I understand how important this is to you now. And
Thanks.
that's good.
You two should go and rest. This was
Because
quite a
if
day
you just
after all.
keep forcing me to do things without me knowing why, that would have been so infuriating.
Yeah. Paimon's feet. Paimon slept so well. Huh? Navia? Where did the other two go?
I sent them back to Poisson. It's Spina de Rosula's place of origin, and where we have our headquarters. There's not much for them to do here at the moment.
But never mind that. When did you get back? Were you waiting here the whole time?
No, I just returned after going out for a while. I did some investigating yesterday regarding the name Vacher.
Did you get anything?
Wait, so you didn't sleep at all?
How could I after having such critical new evidence appear? Unfortunately, this name seems to have been wiped from existence. It doesn't seem to have a match anywhere. I suspect that those behind this have already taken steps to hinder an investigation from this angle. But that does prove that this Vacher person is a key witness in the incident.
Does that mean we're too late, though?
No.
There is one ray of hope. One place in Fontaine that they would find almost impossible to threaten, no matter how much they wanted to. And that is the archives kept by Chief Justice Neuvillette. A place where detailed files on all the cases in recent years are kept.
In that case, let's go talk to him, shall we?
Will he let us, though?
Aren't you coming along?
I don't think it's
Navia?
gonna be that easy.
Did you...
No, it's nothing. Let's go see the Honorable Chief Justice.
he? Oh.
Halt! Please state your
door.
business here. The Chief Justice is presently occupied with official matters.
Huh. This place does look pretty heavily guarded. Guess that proves that Neuvillette's files are really secure.
Hey, don't you recognize us?
Huh? Who are you? Just to be clear, I don't care who you are or who you might be related to. Our rules make no exceptions.
See? They've got great discipline, too.
Yep. Paimon can tell.
Oh, you're just showing
If
off.
you're here just to crack jokes, I can point you towards the exit. Unlike some, we're busy, so please leave if you don't have a reason to be here.
No. What I meant to say is, shouldn't you remember us from a few days ago? We were at the trial of the great magician
Were they
Linny.
there?
Oh, yes,
It's the
I remember.
other-
I read about it in the Steambird. You must be Linny's attorneys. It's all coming back to me now.
We're here today to report and archive some information on a follow-up case.
Huh. Is that even a thing?
Of course. Don't worry. We're here on official business. You can trust us.
All right then, I'll let you through.
Oh my
Chief
god, that
Justice
was
is
easy.
just inside.
What if the other guys did that same thing? Are you sure
thanks
this
so
is
much.
secure now? What the heck? Oh, okay, let's knock. Is it open?
Please come in.
Okay.
Sorry to barge in, Monsieur Neuvillette. We only lied to get in because we didn't know any other way.
It's all right. Please let me know how I may be of assistance to you.
So you're not mad at us?
We are looking for a man called Vacher. He may have been an eyewitness in the serial disappearances
Okay,
case.
he's not mad
If we can
apparently.
find him, we may be able to unearth some key
But why
information on
though?
the case.
I thought he was busy.
Ah, I see. In that case, please wait here a moment while I browse through the files.
This is all okay for you? Okay, fine then. We're a special case apparently.
Who knew that Neuvillette would be so easy to talk to?
Huh. Yeah, who knew? So, did you find anything? Neuvillette?
Unfortunately,
Nothing?
I'm quite certain that no one by the name of Vacher has been involved in any case,
Really?
criminal or civil, in the past several years. There are no records of him either in the files or in my memory.
Oh, you don't even know either? So we're back to square one,
Traveler,
huh?
what if it was really just a dream?
How? Because in the morning, we heard it, and we didn't drink any water from Primordial Sea. And then when we did, we heard it again. And that time, it was louder.
Is that so? All right then. Thank you so
Oh,
much,
poor
Monsieur
Navia.
Neuvillette. We'll take our leave
It's
now.
okay, we'll find other clues.
Ahem.
Oh, do you have more information? Why did you leave? He said,
Miss
bro.
Navia, I can understand how you feel. Your father, Callus, was a truly exceptional man. We deeply regret his passing.
And what are you trying to say,
Yeah,
Monsieur
what-
Neuvillette? Are you trying to console me? Extend your sympathy? Or just express some tendril of regret? No. You are not trying to do any of that. I can hear it in your voice. There's no emotion behind your words. You only said those things because you felt like you should.
Oh,
It's just like last time. After my father took his place in the duelist ring, I pushed through the guards to talk to you as a last resort. You even told me then that you thought there was something fishy with the case, yet you still allowed the duel to go ahead.
because he's just following the rules, man.
In your eyes, the value of a human life is nothing compared to those cold laws you hold so dear.
Yeah, I guess you can't be so stiff with that.
If you truly regret my father's death, then why didn't you call a stop to the duel?
Oh,
Why didn't you give me the power to stop him from throwing his life away? Why did you just let him die, despised and hated by all? Everything was hanging on a thread at that moment. Just the tiniest effort could have changed There are still so many
sorry.
things I never got to tell him. So many questions he still owes me answers to. If you really have no heart, then just look me in the eyes. I, Navia, will show you the true meaning of regret.
I'm sorry, Miss Navia.
You and my father are truly alike. You keep all kinds of things in your heart and never say a word to anyone. It's not so
I
much
guess
that
this
you
is
can't
all
feel,
just muddled
but that you would
up
never
feelings
express
of hers.
anything.
She's
Oh,
had
well.
enough.
In any case, everyone already knows full well the apathy of the Chief Justice. My apologies for taking my emotions out on you, Monsieur Chief Justice. Let's go, Traveler and Paimon.
I mean, you can't ignore his effort to try to console you, though. He may not understand how you feel because, or human emotions in general, because he's a freaking dragon. But he's trying.
Navia,
You
are
okay?
you okay?
Yeah, you
I'm
okay?
Rain. It's raining.
Why is it raining?
You're right. Wasn't it still sunny when we went into the building? And there shouldn't be any active trials today. How strange.
Now that I think of it, on the day my father was convicted of murder, it was also raining.
Is it connected? Rain.
What is it? Did you think of something?
Your father's case. Was he outside when it happened?
Yeah, he was outside. It was uncovered and the rain could fall there. Why? Do you think the rain could have affected the crime scene? That thought has occurred to us before. We've even expanded the search area to try to account for that, but didn't find anything of value.
But there was something you didn't know at the time.
Oh?
I don't know where
Wait.
travelers get.
You don't mean...
The fact that people can be turned into... Are you
you're
saying this
That
rain?
the true murderer could have been turned into water and then got washed away with the rain?
Huh.
Yeah. And if that's what had happened, then no one would have believed your dad, even if he explained what he saw to the authorities.
I really think I found a true genius for a partner.
I didn't think of that either, so...
Did not connect the
You know-
dots earlier. All right, let's go to Poisson. With this new lead in mind, we'll get to the bottom of my father's case for sure.